Welcome to 2 Minutes of Your Time, Please, a daily devotional with CFM.
Prepare to struggle. Daniel bows. Previously, we looked at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who dared to resist the king's decree to bow. Today, we examine how Daniel also resisted by choosing to bow. In Daniel chapter 6, we find the account of King Darius and his new law that required all within the jurisdiction to not request anything from any god or from any human being except His Majesty, King Darius. Again, the punishment for breaking the law was death. Daniel decided to resist this sin. The account reads in verse 10. When Daniel learned that the order had been signed, he went home. In an upstairs room of his house, there were windows that faced towards Jerusalem. There, just as he had always done, he knelt down at the open window and prayed to God 3 times a day. Daniel's enemies were observing him and went straight away to make an official complaint against him. It's interesting to note that Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were all lawbreakers. In their choice, they chose to contend against anything that challenged the way they served their God. Their faith in God caused them to willingly accept the consequence of death. These young men had tested and trusted their God from early on in captivity. So it was not difficult for them to do so when the life or death decision came. As Christians, we know that if we try to save our own lives, we are in danger to lose it because of the compromise that may be required. Prepare now to struggle faithfully against sin, in whatever form it comes. Sometimes it requires you to stand, and other times it will require you to bow.